So we want to determine whether f is even, odd, or neither, and if you have a graphing calculator, then use it to check your answer visually. So f of x is equal to x times the absolute value of x. Now, to determine whether it's an even function, then that means we have to say that f of negative x is going to equal f of x. So that means if we plug in negative x into the function, is that going to equal the original function? So that becomes negative x times the absolute value of x, and that equals x times the absolute value of x. That does not equal, so it's not an even function. Now, if we want to check and see if it's an odd function, we want to find out if f of negative x is going to equal negative times f of x. Well, if we put in negative x into the function, so we have negative x times the absolute value of negative x, and that should equal negative times x times the absolute value of x. What we have left is negative x times the absolute value of x, and distributing the negative, we have negative x times the absolute value of x, and therefore this is equal to each other. So this is an odd function. And so let's graph this on Desmos to check our answer visually. So we're going to put in x. And so we need to get the absolute value bars. So if we go to here and put in x, and let's put in our dimensions, which we don't necessarily need here. Well, you can see here that it goes through the origin, and if we rotated this all the way around, we'd end up back in the same scenario. So therefore that tells us that it is an odd function.